We'd like to welcome everyone to Senior Night 2023. There's a chance for us to recognize our senior student athletes and band members. Now our senior basketball players. Our first senior is Thomas Baird. His parents are Tom and Brooke Baird, and he's being escorted tonight by Brooke and Caitlin Baird. His activities and awards include being the favorite child for 18 years in a row and a 3-time finals poker table tournament qualifier. His future plans are to attend college for a degree in civil engineering and, if all else fails, to be a professional poker player. I love this. His favorite memory was when Coach Smith told us we had double the IQ we had from last year. He said last year's IQ was 0, so I'll let you do the math. He wants to will his hair to Coach Bolito, his height to Tanner, his Riz to Easton Day, and his poker face to Willis Beardy. Advice for future players: please learn to live in the moment. And his thank yous are to my mom and dad, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and my coaches for pushing me to be better. Senior Thomas Baird. Our next senior is Ryder Blevin. His parents are Brent and DeShera Blevins. Activities and awards: varsity basketball team for 2 years. During those 2 years, he's been named first team all conference, first team all district, Forsyth tournament all tournament team, the 2021 Walnut Grove tournament MVP, Mountain Grove tournament MVP, 2022 Ozarks All-Star Game MVP, and the 2022 Tournament of Champions Slam Dunk Champion. Ryder's future plans are to attend college and continue playing basketball while working towards a business degree. His favorite memory is going on the basketball team trip to Florida, and he wills his hops to Tanner Baird. Advice for future players: be very careful when throwing a baseball pass while Coach Smith is on the court. He wants to thank all the coaches, teammates, and fans for a great 2 years at Forsyth. Ryder Blevins. Our next senior is Jaden Campbell. His parents are Sean and Ray Campbell. Activities and awards include being a member of the cross-country team for 3 years, basketball for 4 years, tennis for 3 years, going into his 4th year this season. His future plans are to take his first 2 years at OTC while using the A+ program, then transfer to a 4-year college to get a degree in entrepreneurship degree or a business management degree. His favorite memory by far, according to Jaden, is the Kansas City spicy chicken sandwich, which left some of us with more than just our tears running. He wills his defense to Willis Bearden, his passing to Braxton Gross, and his height to Tanner Baird. His advice for future players: work hard, play hard, have fun, and always appreciate the team that you are blessed with, because you will never know how much you'll miss it until it's over. Thank yous include thanking all the coaches and teammates for making basketball such an awesome experience. They have played a huge role in my life and basketball career. I am beyond blessed to grow up in a loving and supportive community. You guys are the best fans a school could ask for. Amen. I will miss every teammate, coach, and fan dearly. Thank you, Forsyth, for everything you've given me. My biggest thank you, of course, to my mom and dad. They have been my biggest inspiration since I was young. They've also been my biggest supporters in all of my sports. I couldn't have asked for a better family. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you guys. Senior Jaden Campbell. Our next senior is Alistair Kreitziger. His parents are Rob and Carrie Kreitziger. Activities and awards include being a member of the basketball team for 4 years and a member of the cross-country team for 1 year. His future plans are to attend real estate school while working part-time. And once I pass the exam, I'll focus on learning all facets of the real estate industry under the expertise of Childress & Company in Southwest Missouri. My favorite memory was when the whole basketball team went to Kansas City over winter break. One night we tried, You guessed it, the spiciest chicken from a restaurant called Mother Clucker's. About 20 seconds later, we were all in tears. We were all miserable for the rest of the night. I'd like to will my hustle and intensity to Tyler Strahan, my speed to Drew Cohen, and my rugged good looks to Willis Beard. I'd like to thank all my friends for making some of the best memories with me. All of my teammates for making this last season one of the best. I'd like to thank Coach Walls, Coach Bailey, and Coach Flippin. I'd like to thank Coach Jim Volova for getting me to play basketball in the first place. I'd like to thank Coach Smith and Coach Conley for completely changing the culture at Forsyth for the better. I'd like to thank my family for always showing up to the games. And finally, I'd like to thank my #1 fans, my mom and dad, who have supported my every decision. They push me harder and harder every year, and for that I'm eternally grateful. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. Senior Alistair Kreitzer. Our next senior is Zach Strahan. His parents are Josh and Amy Strahan. Activities and awards include basketball, baseball, and football for 4 years. All-state wide receiver, FFA for 4 years, and he's currently the president. Future plans include to attend C of O on a baseball scholarship. As of now, I plan to study allied health science, but we'll see where the road takes me. Favorite memory, the KC trip and bonding with the guys. Oh, and the stupid competitive wiffle ball game in Florida over the summer. I will my speed to Big Tan and a haircut to Phoenix. Also, I will my jersey to my little brother if he gets the opportunity. Advice for future players, believe in the program and stick with the coaches. They will make you successful. Thank yous include, first, to God and my family for allowing me to play the game of basketball. I could probably count on one hand the times my whole family missed a game my entire life. Also, a big thank you to Coach Smith for teaching me so much about priorities in sports and out. He changed the way I look at basketball, but more importantly, life. And I appreciate everything you've done for us. Lastly, thank you to the community for believing in and supporting us every day. Senior Zach Strahan. Our next senior is Cooper Volova. His parents are Jim and Sherry Volova. Activities and awards include 4 years on the football team, 4 years on the basketball team, 2 years in golf. In football, he was the 2021 All-Conference Honorable Mention Defensive Back, 2022 Second Team All-Conference Wide Receiver, First Team All-Conference Defensive Back, All-Area Defensive Back Honorable Mention. In basketball, the 2022 Forsyth Tournament and Mountain Grove Tournament All-Tournament Team, and in golf, 2021 Mid-Lakes Conference Champion and State Qualifier, and the 2022 MLC First Team and State Qualifier. Future plans. I plan to go to college and get a degree in physical education, and then I will buy a house in Cabo and own 3 pet dolphins. Surely you can afford more than 3, Coop, with all that money you're going to be making. His favorite memory on our trip to Kansas City for our Christmas shootout, we stopped at a place called The Parlor, and this place was home to some of the hottest chicken strips in the world. So everyone besides Tanner tried the chicken, and let's just say the rest of the night was pretty rough. I'd like to will my jump shot to Willis Bearden, my speed to Tanner Baird, and my looks to Colton Baldwin. Advice for future players, put in the work when you're younger, because I promise it will pay off when you start balling out your junior and senior years. And his thank yous, first I would like to thank God for giving me the ability to play the sport I love. I'd like to thank my family for always supporting me and being there for me. And lastly, I'd like to thank all my friends on the basketball team for making basketball so much more fun and creating memories that I'll never forget. Cooper Volova. Our senior basketball managers. First one is Lucas Bearden. His parents are Eric and Kathy Bearden. Activities and awards are a 4-year member of cross country and tennis teams, and 2-year manager for the basketball teams. Future plans, if I read this right, Lucas, attend ASU and pursue a degree in the funeral industry. Okay? I didn't want to get that wrong. Favorite memory, Thomas trying to bring the ball up at Mountain Grove and watching Coach almost kill him for it. He wills his fantastic filming to whoever gets this job next. Advice for future players, be careful around the camera, it picks up everything you say. And his thank yous, he wants to shout out to Coach for trusting me with some expensive equipment because I wouldn't. Senior Lucas Bearden. Our final senior of the night is Chloe Hendrickson. Her parents are Terry Henderson and Nikki and Garrett Henson. Activities and awards include 4-year member of the volleyball and softball team, FFA treasurer, outdoor club president, and this is her first year as the basketball manager. Her future plans are to go to college to major in secondary education in history. Her favorite memory is getting to sit by Jeff Walls every game. It's been an honor. She wills her height to Tanner, her basketball IQ to Drew, and her speed to Willis. And lastly, even though he is graduating too, I would like to will Cooper my good looks because he needs them. Her advice for future players, simply listen to what Coach Smith says. And her thank yous include, thank you to Coach Smith and Stephanie for always being so welcoming to me and always check up on me. Senior Chloe Hendrickson. This is one of the best years I've ever seen in this district as far as the community come out and supporting these kids because they work hard and they do it all for you. We appreciate all of you and wish you all good luck.